A sensational Final 8 tournament later on in Belgrade, the new venue of the Final 8. And actually Belgrade will the host city of the Final 8 tournament also in 2022 and 2023. The team talk and Olympiacos, hand by Konstantinos Mourikis, the veteran center forward of the Piraeus side. And team talk and by Aleksandar Ivovic, he's the captain of Recco. Italians full of world-class players, of course, coming from different nations. Also a couple of Italian national team members. Here's Ivovic. Already 35 years of age, the Montenegrin. Was already a member of Recco between 2010 and 2012. And after a year, in 2013, he returned to Recco and he won a total of 3 Champions League titles with the Italians. European champion and a 2-time World League gold medalist with the Montenegrin national team. Still one of the best players of the world, Aleksandar Ivovic. So the big derby in Group B today in Budapest, it's Barcelona 10, Brescia 9, so great victory for the Spaniards. Now they take the first spot in Group B. They have 21 points. Brescia and Ferencváros with 18 points in second and third place. Hanover and Dynamo Tbilisi with 6 points each, and the other Herceg Novi with 3 points, and the Montenegrins don't have a realistic chance now to clinch the 4th spot in that group. That's the conclusion in Group B, the first day of the bubble tournament in Budapest. Tomorrow there will be 3 more top matches, of course, from that group, with the commentary of my colleague Attila Tóth. So now the last match here in the Polo Acquatico, Frecciarossa. Recco will play in the white caps and Olympiacos this time in the blue ones. So Pietro Fioli from Recco and Christos Patis from Olympiacos in the first swim-off. There we are. The match is underway. And Recco wins the first sprint. They have the first opportunity to have an offensive play. Svelotto, who gets the ball from Ivovic. Which has the call back to the teammates. Dusan Mandic. It's a free throw and a fantastic block by the Greeks. Hannes Delby performed that. It's still the American who passes the ball forward. And no foul. Marko Bijac moving out of his goal. And now he finds Aleksandar Ivovic. That's a good counter-attack by the Italians. Ivovic gets it back. One more pass to the center forward and a clear tackle. No foul. So it means goalless. Only 9 seconds left in the shot clock. Max Irving, who doesn't find teammates. Still without a single goal in this big match of the Tuesday's program, and the first exclusion foul Number 4, Gianni Dunias, leaves the pool. 6-on-5 for Recco. And they take advantage of that. So 1 minute and 45 seconds into this game. Recco takes the lead. And the goal scorer is Pietro Figlioli. There's a really interesting story. Was born in Rio de Janeiro, so in Brazil, but grew up in Australia. His father, Jose Fiolo, was an Olympic swimmer. Also represented the Aussies until 2008. And since 2009, he's been representing Italy, of course. Now the first exclusion from Recco. Power play for Olympiacos. And Nicola Pesciutti has his first personal foul. That's a great block. Made by Dusan Mandic. And Recco now has the chance to score a second goal. Belotto. And save number 1 by Emanuel Zerdavas. And he desperately needed that. Shot came from tight angle by Belotto. Free throw for Olympiacos. And they have 10 seconds for this offensive play. Delby. Christos Patos. And Greeks are still goalless. Mandic. And that's going to be two, this time an action goal by Recco. Absolutely unstoppable, this cracker by Francesco Di Fulvio. So great start by Recco. Very cool finish by Di Fulvio. World champion of the 2019 edition of the World Champs in Gwangju. Also an Olympic bronze medalist with the Italian team, Di Fulvio. I should say there are no weak points in this Recco squad. They look really strong, and no wonder they are the top favorites for this Champions League edition. But it happened so many times that they finished first in their groups, and despite that, in the final 8 or final 6 tournaments, another opponent came and they were beaten, like in 2018 by Olympiacos, and also 2 years ago by the Greeks. Now the Greeks are man up. First exclusion foul of Nicolo Figari. Dervisis. Delby. And the shot clock runs down. Another missed chance for Olympiacos. Almost halfway through the first quarter, they are still goalless. And it's Gonzalo Echenique pushing forward. Mandic. Found by serving. Younger. Echenique. 7 seconds on the shot clock. And that's on the side of the net, so it remains 2-0. The Greeks need to improve in the offensive play. Marko Bijac didn't need to perform any saves so far, and more than 4.5 minutes gone from this first quarter. Irving. Irving gets the call, and another block by Recco. perfect defensive performance so far by the Italians. Eceniche. Mandic. And that's classic extrusion foul. Murikis is out, and great save by Zerdavas. His second one in this match. Recco still has the possession, and still 9 seconds, I should say 13 seconds of this power play. And a good steal. Marios Kapotsis catches the ball in the air. And he's pushing forward. See Kapotsis. Dervisis. It's a free throw. And the backhand shot from this easily blocked by Recco. It can be a 2-on-1 situation as well. Eceniche, and only manages to hit the crossbar. Kapotsis was almost going to be free for Recco. Delby. Kapotsis. And that's, would you believe or not, save number 1 by Marko Bijac. The first shot and goal by the Greeks, who have the possession once again. Geridunias. Kapotsis. Geridunias. One of the best shooters of the Piraeus side, but this one was easily saved by Marko Bijac. And now another power play for Recco. Marios Kapotsis left the pool, and a big chance for the Italians this time. The only 2 goals, both scored by Recco, Pioli and Di Fulvio. 2 scorers. .40 seconds to go in the first quarter. And exclusion from Recco. It's the number 5. Aaron Younger, the Australian, who is out for 20 seconds. The Greeks are still looking for the first goal. Dervisis. Delby, and there it is. So they narrow the gap. Now it's Recco 2, Olympiacos 1. We have 20 seconds remaining on the clock. Goal number 11 for the young American. So Olympiacos is back in this game. Only 1 goal gap between the Italian and the Greek team. And Recco still has 13 seconds to do something here in the first period. Pioli. And it's a turnover foul. With only 7 seconds left. And no intention by the Greeks to do anything here before the first break. So 3 goals, 2 coming from Recco and 1 in the end from Olympiacos. just like the match here in March in Ostia. One goal lead for Recco after the first 8 minutes. Three personal fouls each. Already 3 steals by the Greeks and 3 block shots by the Italians. But only a 16% shot efficiency by the Greeks. They had a total of 6 attempts. They only managed to find the net once. It's 28% for Recco. So it was Pietro Fioli who took the lead for Recco, and then came Francesco Di Fulvio who doubled their lead. This was a missed chance by Recco, and the consolation goal coming from Hannes Delby a couple of seconds before the end of the first quarter. Well, I already mentioned there have been a couple of big clashes in recent years between these two giants, for Recco and Olympiacos. In 2018, in the final in Genova, it was 8-7 for Olympiacos against the host team Recco. A year later, in the semi-final, the Greeks managed to beat Recco once again by 12 goals to 11, but then they lost the final against Ferencváros. They also met in the group phase back in 2014-2015. And at that time, Recco was far the better side, winning both matches. The first one by 12 goals to 8, and the second one by 17 goals to 12. It's a total of 29 goals in that encounter. We are pretty far away from that. We've only seen 3 goals in the first 8 minutes. So this time Di Fulvio with the sprint against Precas. But still Di Fulvio reaches the ball first, so also the second swim off is won by Recco. Gonzalo Echenique. Ivovic. Echenique, great left-hander, looking for a teammate. And one more pass, a sensational move by Recco, but vital save by Zertevas. Nicolas Presciuti was denied by the Greek goalkeeper. Still only 2-1 for Recco, and now a chance to even make an equalizer for Olympiacos. Argyropoulos. Getting to Nias. 7 seconds on the shot clock, and what a goal! After a double post, the ball is finally in the net, and it's 2-all. Great comeback by the Greeks. There's the assist by Argyropoulos, and it's absolutely a cracker. No chance for Marco Biac at all. So 2-all. Echenique. Oh, what a response by Recco, and they take the lead once again. Fantastic play by the Italians, and Zertevas can't believe that. Di Fulvio on the score sheet now. Low pass by Echenique, and excellent finish by Francesco Di Fulvio. It's goal number 2 for him in this match. Still has 100% shot efficiency. So spectacular goals so far in this big match, the Tuesday program. Getting to Nias. Evgeny Dunias. Now only 10 seconds on the shot clock. He gets the call. Spatis. 4 seconds. Spatis. Long range attempt, easily blocked by the Italians. Younger, Echenike, Ivovic, Echenike, and the backhand shot. Oh, another fantastic goal. Matteo Icardi who makes it 4-2 for Recco. Well, we haven't seen too many backhand goals so far in this World Bubble tournament, but that was a classic one. And another assist by Gonzalo Echenike. And it's goal number 4, all in all, in this season in the Champions League for Matteo Icardi. Today, Nikša Dobud is not included in the squad in the Recco side. So veteran center forward Matteo Icardi replacing him, and that was a really spectacular goal. Evgeny Dunias, another throws the ball to the corner. And this way, no chance for a quick counter-attack for Recco at least. Echenike, and that's an exclusion foul. The 4th one in the Olympiacos side. So this time Kakaris is out for 20 seconds. Echenike. Ivovic. 4 seconds on the shot clock. So Recco still has a possession, but time was not correct. First, not 30 seconds, but they would have 20 seconds, but that's going to be reviewed, I'm afraid. So the decision is that the shot clock has run down, so Recco lost the ball. The Greeks have the possession now. Derby. Very strict and determined defensive play by Recco. And another missed chance for Olympiacos. Kind of a swimming competition, and Aaron Younger winning that. See the Australian at the halfway point of the second quarter. Ivovic, oh, fantastic save by Emmanuel Zerdevas. Almost goal number 5 for Recco. And they've been absolutely controlling this game so far. Younger. Belotto back to Aaron Younger. And that's a great block by Marios Kapotsis. Another 20 seconds for Recco. Ivovic, younger. Another block and another 20 seconds. Echenike. Oh, another action goal by Recco. So for the first time they have a 3-goal lead inside the last 3 minutes of the second quarter. And that's a great match so far by Francesco Di Fulvio. It's already goal number 3. So out of the 5 Recco goals, 3 has come from the number 2. Here he is, Francesco Di Fulvio. Has been a player of Recco since 2014 when he joined from Brescia. Kapotsis. Irving. His compatriot Hannes Delby. Kapotsis. And what a goal! And it's number 3 for Olympiacos. They tighten the gap now. Hannes Delby, fantastic right-hander. And it's goal number 2 for him. Out of 2 attempts, so he also has a 100% record regarding the shot efficiency. Mandic, Fioli. Mandic. Fioli. And exclusion foul. First major foul of Argyropoulos. Mandic, and a great goal by his left hand. Dusan Mandic, one of the best left-handers in the world actually, against the 3-goal lead for Recco. Crucial finish by the Serb. Already won the Champions League 10 years ago with Partizan Belgrade. Also an Olympic world and European champion, Dusan Mandic. Kapotsis. Delby. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Delby. This time he hits the left post. They still have the possession. Kapotsis. Delby. And exclusion. And there's the chance. And goal number 4 for Olympiacos. 1 minute and 19 seconds remaining on the clock. And the goal scorer this time is Kakaris. So only 3 goals in the first quarter, and now already 7 goals in the second one. Mandic. Fioli. Mandic. Figari. Five seconds left on the shot clock, but now an exclusion foul. So foul play for Recco this time. Max Irving is out for 20 seconds. And another power play goal for Recco. There was the exclusion foul committed by Max Irving. And the goal scorer this time, Stefano Luongo. Goal number 10 in the tournament for Luongo. Another world champion. But I should say that the water is full of world and European champions, as well as a couple of Olympic champions. Two great teams, and Recco, the dominating side so far. No doubt about that. Dervisis. Pass was not the best from Marios Kapotsis. Biac. Adic. Exclusion once again. And the timeout called by Gabi Hernandez, the head coach of Recco. And Jesus Patis also has his first personal foul. And that's the end of the second quarter, so this is the halftime statistics. 7 personal fouls already in the Greek team, 4 in Recco, 3 steals by the Greeks and 4 blocked shots already by the Italians. Slightly improving shot efficiency by Olympiacos, 33% now, but Recco is on 43% regarding these statistics. So Recco, of course, is in first place in the all-time rankings in the history of the Champions League. They won the title a total of 8 times. They also have 7 silver medals. And it was 2014-2015 edition when they last managed to clinch the title. Olympiacos in 7th place in the all-time rankings. They won the gold medal twice so far, in 2002, winning the Final Four in Budapest on the Margaret Island, and in 2018 in Genova. That was already a Final 8 tournament, of course. Actually the first one. In 2017 it was still a Final 6 tournament in Budapest. And it's Maurizio Felugo, actually, the current president of Recco, who have the most titles to his name, along with György Perisic. They both won the title total of 6 times. Perisic, all of them with Partizan Belgrade. Felugo, 1 title with Posillipo and 5 titles with Recco. But we have Andrea Prajinovic, who is still active in the Marseille side, and they will play also, of course, in the final tournament. And Prajinovic is a 5-time winner with 4 different teams. That's also kind of a record. And in the top rankings, you can see the name, very sadly, On 5th place, it's Tibor Benedek, former great Hungarian player who passed away a couple of months ago, who is also a 5-time winner and win 2 silver medals, of course, with different teams, also with Recco. Stefano Tempesti in 7th place, also still active. And he also has 5 Champions League titles to his name. So that's sprint number 3. And it's won once again by Recco. They have 7-4 lead. And they are men up. Don't forget, there was an exclusion foul at the end of the 2nd quarter. But this time, it's a great save. Not by Zerdevas, because he's been replaced by Galanopoulos. And that's a great debut by Galanopoulos. Former member of the Greek national team, Stefanos Galanopoulos. He has great experience, of course. Now the exclusion from Recco. Gonzalo Echenique is out for the first time. And a save by Bijac. Save number 3 for the Croatian goalkeeper. Fulvio. And another exclusion foul. So 6 on 5 for Recco. Dervisis is also out. And there's the goal. The first one by Recco in the 3rd quarter. And Francesco Di Fulvio still has a fantastic match. That was the exclusion foul committed by Georgios Dervisis. And the cool finish by Di Fulvio for the 4th time. So he's still with a perfect record, 4 attempts and 4 goals by Francesco Di Fulvio. And already goal number 21 in the tournament. Biggest gap so far between the two teams. Olympiacos is trailing by 4 goals. Kapatsis. And exclusion. Alexander Ivovic is out this time. Irving. There'll be Irving. A shot from really tight angle. And with the help of the post, Marko Bijac manages to save that. Younger. There's another exclusion. So now an extra man advantage for Recco. And Murikis is the first player in the field who has 2 personal fouls to his name. And that's a great finish. So it's Recco 9, Olympiacos 4. 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter. So Echenique is the goal scorer. Former Argentina, and of course Spain national team member. Has been representing Italy since 2017. Olympiacos is absolutely not happy with that performance. He is really furious. Argyropoulos. Ten seconds left on the shot clock. Piraeus. Argyropoulos. Piraeus, and a slight touch by Marco Biac. So that's gonna be a corner throw. That also took a deflection, but in the end it was Biac who posted the save. Piraeus. Once again, it's only 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And once again, it's Piraeus who makes this attempt. And the same old scenario, Marco Biac performing the save. Another corner throw. Dervisis. Irving. And this time an exclusion from Recco. Nicola Figari with his first major foul. Piraeus. Irving. Dervisis and Biac. Save number 7 already out of 11 attempts at his goal. Now it's 6 on 6. And Marco Biac with the possession of the ball. So a chance for Recco to extend their lead to even 6 goals. Five seconds on the shot clock. And the lob shot comfortably saved by Galanopoulos. Former world bronze medalist with the Greek national team, Stefanos Galanopoulos. Second choice goalkeeper of Olympiacos. Dervisis. Piraeus. Great block, and they have the ball after the rebound. They still have time, 16 seconds now on the shot clock. And that's a turnover foul. And Recco scores once again. Di Fulvio looks absolutely unstoppable today. But actually the goal comes this time from Nicolas Presciutti. No, I said it correctly for the first time, so it was Di Fulvio, still the goal scorer. So that's goal number 5 already by Francesco Di Fulvio. Far the top scorer of this match so far. And another argument at the Olympiacos bench. Six-goal gap between Recco and Olympiacos. Piraeus. Apotzis. turnover foul committed by the center forward, Konstantinos Murikis. Fiori. Gets it back from Ivovic. And another action goal. Pietro Fiori, who scored goal number 1 right after the start of this game. Now scores his second. And it's been a perfect quarter so far by Recco. They scored a total of 4 times and they haven't conceded at all in this part of the game. Turnover foul once again, and still more than 1 minute remaining on the clock. It's kind of a power demonstration by Recco in this quarter. Fiori. Backhand shot from this free throw. Seconds left on the shot clock. 33 seconds on the clock before the end of this quarter, and Marco Biac performs another save. .7% save efficiency by Marco Biac. And there's the punishment after the missed break chance. Recco 12, Olympiacos 4. Pass comes from Alexander Ivovic. And Matteo Aicardi with the finish. Still 11 seconds on the clock. And that's a 5-0 period for Recco. So the match is decided now, no doubt about that. Comfortable save by Biac. So that's the end of quarter number 3. 5 goals coming from Recco, the record title holder, record title winner, I should say, in the Champions League. And they haven't conceded at all. So an 8-goal gap between Recco and Olympiacos. Five block shots each. 3 steals by Olympiacos. Total of 16 personal fouls. And now they sit only on 20% regarding the shot efficiency. The Greeks, it's 50% for Recco. Plenty of action goals in this match and a couple of really spectacular ones. That's not a happy face by Toderis Vlahos, but we can understand him. It won't be easy for Olympiacos even tomorrow against Marseille. The French look really strong now, and the third place in this group will be on stake tomorrow. That will be the last match for Olympiacos. Before that, we'll have Ortigia against Spandau, starting at 3:15 p.m. local time. From 5:45, Olympiacos against Marseille, and 8:15, Jug against Recco. There's the Wednesday program here. And from Budapest, we'll have Barceloneta against Jadran Herceg-Novi from 2 p.m. Ferencváros against Dynamo Tbilisi from 4:30. and Hanover against Brescia from 7 p.m. with the commentary of my colleague Attila Tóth from Budapest. So tomorrow another 6 top matches from the best club competition of the world in men's water polo. All the action live here on LAN TV. So the last swim off. Stefano Luongo against Christos Pattis. Luongo is already there. The referees spotted something. So the swim off has to be repeated. And actually this time kind of a change in front of the goal of Recco. So it's Di Fulvio who reaches the ball because he replaced Luongo. Acenica, 8-goal lead for Recco. Don't forget they had an almost perfect match against Hugh in the second bubble tournament here in Ostia, and they beat the Dubrovnik side with a 15-goal margin. Saved by Ganaropoulos. Christos Pattis. And the first exclusion of the last quarter. Kakaris was fouled and Di Fulvio is out for 20 seconds. His first personal foul. Dervisis. Christos Pattis. Almost a steal by the Italians. But now the shot clock runs down. There's a turnover foul, so they win back possession. And the 5-meter penalty for Olympiacos. Max Irving was fouled. So Stefano Luongo committed that. Number 12 against number 12. Don't forget, Olympiacos hasn't managed to score a single goal so far in the second half. It's a great chance for Argyropoulos to break the deadlock in this part of the game. And he does it. He scored a second goal today for Olympiacos. And now he scores goal number 5 for the Greeks. That's a rather consolation goal for Olympiacos. Fioli. Younger. Fioli. Recco is pretty far away from the Olympiacos goal. But this is an exclusion foul, so now 6 on 5 for Recco. Pattis is out. Luongo. Fioli. Luongo. 8 seconds on the shot clock, and the shot goes wide. Gonzalo Echenique with this latest attempt. There's a counter-attack, and great save by Biac. Patis was denied, and the long pass to Matteo Icardi, who scores. That's goal number 1 for Recco in the last period. Great finish by Matteo Icardi. Absolutely no chance for Gallinopoulos. So, 3 attempts and 3 goals by Matteo Icardi. Actually, the Recco side, he's the only one who has 100% shot efficiency. But, of course, Francesco Di Fulvio had 6 attempts and scored 5 times. That's also brilliant. Skoupakis. And that's an action goal for the Greeks. 13-6 for Recco. Skoupakis, who is also a member of the Greek national team. Still plenty of work to do for Mr. Todorus Vlahos with this Piraeus side, but they can be very, very dangerous. The last couple of years in the final 6 of annual tournaments, they always performed really well. Recco now losing the ball. So they are kind of a real playoff team. You can fight really hard when they get the chance to do something in major competition. Shot clock has already run down, so now Recco in the possession, almost halfway through the last quarter. Luongo. And Gallinopoulos performing a save. Our Younger, the Australian, was there, this time in the center forward position. And the timeout called by Todorus Vlahos. Was also player of Olympiacos for almost a decade, from 1989 to 1998, and also member, of course, of the Greek national team. Now he's been head coach of the Greek national team since 2014. So he has a double role. Won the bronze medal with the Greeks in Kazan at the World Championships 6 years ago, and also the World League bronze medal in Hucho in 2016. This was Patis. 6-on-5 for Olympiacos. So Alexander Ivovic is also on the edge of ejection with his second major foul. But it's a fantastic block by Recco. It remains 13-6. Presciutti. Bovic. And Galanopoulos. Excellent save by the Greek goalkeeper. Corner throw for Recco. And that's another extrusion foul. So now extra man advantage for Recco, and Gabi Hernandez calls for a timeout. Hernandez, who participated in 2 Olympic Games as a player, member of the Spanish national team. He was there in Sydney and Athens. Also was the head coach of the Spanish national team when they participated at the 2016 Olympic Games in Rio. And before that, he was the coach of Sabadell. Replaced, of course, Mr. Ratko Rudic, the bench of Recco. Now it's been impressive performance so far by Recco. They have a 100% record also in the Italian Championship, as well as here in the Champions League. And this situation won't change after this match. That will be victory number 9 for the Italian team. Galanopoulos. Save number 5 already, so that's one more than Zerdevas performed in the first half of the game. Di Fulvio. We are heading for the last 2 minutes of this clash. And now turnover foul. Galanopoulos is looking for a teammate. He finds Kapotsis. Now it's 6-on-5 for Olympiacos, and also Mr. Todoris Vlahos calls for his second time out. Well, of course, there were a couple of changes, I should say plenty of changes last summer at the Olympiacos side. Total of 8 new players arrived, like Kapotsis from Steaua Bucharest, Christos Patis from the Hungarian team Szentes, as well as the 2 Americans, Max Irving from Piraeus and Hannes Delby from USC Trojans. Prekas from Olympiacos, just like Galanopoulos. And big stars like Maro Jokovic, Stefan Mitrovic, or Alexandros Gunas left the club. So now, power play situation for Olympiacos. Di Fulvio is the excluded player. Now the ball was out, so now Kapotsis passes to Genidunias, and the shot clock runs down. Seven-goal gap between the teams. Olympiacos scoring 2 goals so far in the last quarter. Recco only 1. After that almost perfect third quarter. we are inside the last minute of the game. Exclusion. And the last timeout of this match. Called by Gabi Hernandez. So once again, the final scores from Tuesday in the Champions League in Group A. So here in Ostia, Juk Dubrovnik managed to beat Ortiča by 11 goals to 9. In a do-or-die clash, Marseille overcame Spandau by 8 goals to 5, and Marseille qualified for the final A tournament. In Group B in Budapest, Ferencváros, the title holders, managed to beat Hanover by 13 goals to 9. Dénes Varga, with this great comeback, scoring 6 goals out of the 13 for Ferencváros, the Olympic champion. And the Hungarians desperately need him after missing more than 6 weeks. Dynamo Tbilisi beat the other Herceg-Novi by 13 goals to 10. And Barceloneta in a thrilling match, 10-9 against Brescia. So one final score is missing. Only for a minute or two. And the last 40 seconds of the game. Galanopoulos with this long pass to Gelidunias. A shot from tight angle. And there's been a change also in the Recco goal. Marco Biac was replaced by Tommaso Negri, second choice goalkeeper. Turnover foul, so the goal doesn't count. We have seconds to go. Di Fulvio will be top scorer of this match, scoring 5 times. And the last attempt, but this time the Italians only managed to hit the post. So there's the final score. Olympiacos won the last quarter by 2 goals to 1. Just a consolation for the Greeks. It was almost a perfect first 3 quarters by Recco. They led by 12 goals to 4 against Olympiacos right before the last 8 minutes. And the final result, Recco 13, Olympiacos 6. And that was the conclusion of the Tuesday's program here in Ostia. There's the full-time statistics. Total of 23 personal fouls, 4 turnover fouls each, 4 steals by Olympiacos, and a total of 13 blocked shots